out here all night, and I really plan on doing this, but I might take longer tonight than I normally do. I've done 18 soccer banquets, and I can assure you that this banquet I look forward to more than any banquet I've ever done. And to be honest with you, I'll tell you how all this started. 5 years ago, Dave Mesky talked to me about coming back to where I went to school, Webb. And Webb has always been a big part of my heart. And at the time, my youngest daughter was going to West, and it just wasn't the right time. And he came and he called me this spring. It was about almost 5 years and 1 week to a day. And he said, "Would you like to talk?" And I said, "Yes, sir, I'd love to talk." And so it started in April, and I was unsure. I talked to Robin and Mary Elizabeth and my family, and I was unsure because I care about young people so much, and I pretty much started the West program, and we've done some really neat things there. And I said, I don't know if I should do this. And Robin and Mary Elizabeth both said, you don't get second chances, and you got a second chance to go back to your school. And when I came, the first time I met the girls was in assembly in April, and they probably knew of me through some of the West girls, and they're like, "Who is this guy? You know, what kind of deal is this now? You might have heard of something you might have done, but you didn't really know me." And then we had tryouts in May, which was really, at that time, I told Robin, I said, "You know what? This could be a pretty good team. I like this team." And I already had visions, you all, of where I thought we could go. And we almost got there. And then I had 14 go to camp, which was tremendous to have that many go to camp at such a short notice, because everybody plans their vacations ahead of time. And the girls had never been to camp. I think they had a great time. They really started getting closer together, and I think they saw a little bit more about me, the kind of person I was, and kind of what I expected, and the way my personality was. And then from camp, we started into some of the pre-season conditioning. And then the first thing we had that Kelly did such a great job of putting together was the alumni game, which it was so much fun to see alumni from the past that I knew, and families come together, and it's going to be bigger this year. Unfortunately, those four are going to be on the alumni team. And 7, 10, 12, and 23. I'll always remember those numbers: 7, 10, 12, and 23. I'm going to miss them tremendously. I wish that I could get with you all 4 years. I really do. Because you have, my banquets are a lot of fun, but this is the seniors' last banquet, and I gear it more towards the seniors because this is the last soccer banquet they'll ever have. But I just want to tell you, I am so glad that I'm with you all, and I'm back at Webb, where I had some great memories, and Mr. Webb had such a big impact on so many of our lives, and I'll never forget standing by that door first time I had the merits, and this young man came out and he's crying. I said, "Oh my Lord, what have I gotten myself into for talking in the hall and doing this?" And I was playing basketball. It was during basketball season. Coach Targan wouldn't let us wear a whole lot of stuff, but I had sweatpants on. I had, I bet, probably 6 pair of shorts on under those sweatpants. So Mr. Webb had the best wrist of anybody. I mean, man, I'm telling you, I came out and I said, I definitely felt that. There's no doubt about that. So I was a little bit better about talking when I wasn't supposed to talk. But Rob, my wife, says I do talk a lot, and of course when you're in sales you do, but you know the most important thing that we can all do, and she stresses this to me, and I've stressed it to them, is listen. We got 2 ears for a reason, and we can sure pick up a lot by just listening rather than talking all the time. So anyway, I'm very glad to be here with you, and I hope to be here for a while, and we just need to get a little bit better. But this is a celebration of what these girls have done this year, and I know all of us are so very proud of what they have done. I would be remiss before I really get started here to thank Robin for allowing me to do something I really enjoy doing very much. I never thought I'd be coaching high school soccer for 18 years, I used to coach some basketball, and I realized I couldn't do both, and then trying to do some selling so I could do this. And then Mary Liz, my oldest daughter, is here tonight, and I'm glad she's here. She was, a lot of y'all knew she was a really good player at West, and she was one of the best players ever coached at West, and she was a leading scorer for years and years and years at West. And Caroline, my youngest daughter, she's in New York at Parsons, and I'm sorry she's not here, but she's hopefully doing great things up there. But I do want to thank them for allowing me to do something that I really assistant coaches that truly knew the game of soccer, and I trusted. It was tremendous. It made it so much easier on me, and I just can't tell you how much both. I had a 30-minute slot for each one of them to speak, but they said for me just to take that place. But I would like for them, I've got a little something I want to give each one of them just for me, and if they would come up, and I do thank them both very, very much. I told Devin that whatever the amount is that we're working in for next year, she's going to go to PA school. I said, hey, we'll still work this out. You just tell me. I said, I know someone that has connections to you, and I bet you we work this thing out. So, but Devin has been great. It's so important to have a lady when you have young ladies, and I'm just so appreciative of everything she's done. And Steve and I have become good buddies, and I appreciate everything he's done. We're going to be together next year. Maybe we can find someone else to help us along the way. But you know, you don't know how beautiful looking at it this crowd is when you see a soccer team as beautiful as these young ladies are. I'm telling you, it's just unbelievable. And I've had a lot of fun with them. I can promise you that. I never thought it would be as exciting for me. But honest to gosh, I really felt like the reason I had this banquet tonight was the championship game was, I think, yesterday, and I thought that we'd be having the ball here with us. I really did. I thought this team was so close, as y'all know. We were very, very close. But you know what? We just got to get a little bit better because we're going to do this thing. We're too close, and we just have to work harder and do some things differently. But we're going to get there. I can promise you that. But I'm sure going to miss these young ladies. I can promise you that. With it's been really great. I want to thank all the parents for stepping up and doing snacks and drinks and away games and help us when we went to the sub-state game and there's people doing concessions and doing the clock. I can't tell you how much I appreciate your all's time doing that because everybody's busy and I couldn't do it without you. And I couldn't.
Website, photos, all that.
I'm getting to that. I'm getting to that. I'm already, when I asked Cindy if she could put something together picture-wise, and she said she'd take pictures, and then Jay doing my video stuff, it's been great to be able to see the games and mention some things to the young ladies that might be helpful. And then Cindy, I never thought of anything like what y'all put together. It was just what you did. It was fabulous. It just, you know, you wanted to see more really. You didn't want to get up and try any cookie cake or whatever else you needed because it was just that good. And I can't tell you how much everybody appreciated everything that you did. Okay, let me see where I am on my list of stuff here now. What we're going to do now, if you would, Devin will come up, we're going to go through and call each young lady up, and we've got some things to give you, okay? And then I'm going to speak about the season quickly, and then we'll be some awards. But I have written a letter to each one of you all, and it's personal. And so you're going to get that when you get your certificate. And some of you don't have letters, you will get letters too. And I will let Devin call, and then I'm going to say something about each person before you go back. So Devin, I'm going to let you want to step up here?
Zubeda. Oh, let's start with freshman, sorry. Zubeda.
Zubeda has nicest way all the time, and I hope she just continues playing. She has a very nice shot. I appreciate your effort and attitude always. Enjoy having you. Darby tries very, very hard. She's got so much ability and potential. And I told her she's a goal scorer. And the goal she scored against Catholic to get that game even, I said, you're going to score some more big goals. And if the referee calls the game right, we probably win that game. Darby's great.
Emily B.
Emily is one of the nicest young ladies you'll ever meet, has a great smile, great attitude. She's probably too nice sometimes. Jim and I go back to the Webb days years ago, and Emily's a great young lady. I'm expecting some wonderful things from her, and I'm very glad you're playing soccer.
Caitlin L.
Caitlin's another young lady that's had an awful lot of ability. She was tremendous at outside, mid, also defender, and looking for great things from Caitlin. I'm just glad that she's a part of our soccer team also. Proud of Caitlin.
Apple.
Apple has a tremendous amount of ability also. She tries as hard, as conscientious as anybody you'll ever see. Very proud of Apple. When she hurt her knee, it hurt us because it took another player away that could help us so much in the stretch run. And she's going to do great things for Webb. And I'm just glad she is also a part of our team also.
Caitlin Smith.
I'm glad Caitlin's at Webb. She was thinking about going to another school, and I'm glad she came to Webb and is part of our soccer. She's a great runner, and I just want her to continue playing soccer because I know she can help us in future years. Proud of her.
Now the sophomores. Carter.
I'm glad one thing, I'm glad Carter brought her great-grandmother with her because Ms. Venable is one of my special people in our church. Our church doesn't open without Ms. Venable. She is absolutely the most wonderful person you ever meet. This young lady here has all the ability in the world, and she's going to do great things from now on with soccer. I'm just glad I don't have to play against her. I'm glad she's on our team. I'm very proud of what Carter does.
Abby.
Abby is, she's just lovely all the time. She's got the greatest smile in the world, and she has so many friends, and then she started helping recruit this one and this one to come play, and I'm glad she did, and Abby's going to help us more and more. She is a wonderful player. She played a little bit out of position, but hey, she did a great job where she was, and I'm just looking forward to wonderful things from her. And I'm just so glad that Abby is a part of our Webb girls soccer team.
Courtney.
Courtney is really stylish, I tell you. She has big closets, I promise you that. And more importantly, she's very athletic, and whoever talked her into coming out for soccer, I'm so glad that they did. And I hope she continues to play soccer. And if you can work going to camp in your schedule this year, it will really help you, Courtney. I promise you. And I'm glad Courtney's part of our team, and she's going to really help us in future years. I'm proud of her.
Audrey.
I thought Audrey did a very good good job this year. She's an excellent quick forward, has a great shot, and she's going to get better and better also. And I'm just glad she's a part of our team. Very, very proud of all of them.
Lauren.
No, I really didn't know Lauren until I saw her play, and I'm telling you, I don't think she ever missed or made a mistake in the net on the fence. She was tremendous to the ball. She has tremendous touch, tremendous clearing the ball, and I'm just so glad that Lauren is a part of our team. I'm gonna guarantee you she's got a big closet. I like black clothes. She would wear some of the prettiest color shorts and soccer tops I've ever seen. And I'm glad you're with us. I promise you that.
Ellie.
This year we had 12 newcomers, pretty great. This young lady was one of them. She was hurt last year. I've known the Mamatoff family for a long, long time, and they're probably some of the finest people you'll ever meet. And I've been a fan of Orange Crush when it started years ago. David Lee helped me a lot, and we worked towards getting the soccer fields at Lakeshore for AYSO and Orange Crush, and the main reason Orange Crush is increasing in size and stature and coaches is Bart Mamatoff, and I've always been a great friend of him, and I respect what he does. I'm so glad Ellie is playing, and I want you to stay well because we need you very, very much. Okay?
Reagan.
I thought Reagan did a very good job this year. She came in, did a great job in camp. She was doing some other things and came to the games at night to be goalkeeper for us, and she listened and she tried and she got better and better as the season went on. And I told her in the sub-state game against St. George's, this is the best I've seen her play. She was right on spot with so many things, her quickness to the ball, and I'm very proud of Reagan. I know she's playing basketball, but I hope she can continue to play soccer too. Glad to be with you.
Caitlin Ramsey.
The first time I saw Caitlin play, I knew about some of these young ladies from playing against them in years past, and I knew about Caitlin, and I saw her play with us, and I said, wow, this child is going to be really something special. And the sky's the limit for Caitlin. She can do anything she wants to do on a soccer field, but also she's a wonderfully nice person, like every single one of these young people are. And I'm just so proud that Caitlin's part of our soccer team because you're going to do great things for us, and we're just glad you're a part of us. Proud of you.
Lexi.
You know, you're not supposed to recruit, but you can recruit within your own school. And this is one young lady that I knew I had to have. I had to have her and her sister. And I hope that her sister's going to honor her commitment. She signed her name saying she was going to play next year. So I hope that's binding. But this young lady here added so much dimension to our team with her quickness, her attitude and effort, and it helped Halsey so much because everybody was trying to double team Halsey. It was hard to double team Halsey when you had Lexi, and scored some huge goals, and I'm just really proud of Lexi, and she's just going to do great things in soccer. And I'm so glad you're a part of our team. Hope you do that.
Emily.
Emily's just all around. She can do anything and everything, I guess. I remember when she went to camp, didn't know too much about Emily, and she listened to me so closely and so well, and she tried so hard, and you know, I would mention something and she'd try to do it, and she was so quick and had such a great attitude. attitude. Emily's going to get better and better. I know she plays basketball too, but I sure hope and pray you continue to play soccer because you can be a soccer player too. I hope you know that. And we're glad to have you, okay? So you are going to continue to play, aren't you? All right.
Now on to the juniors. Cameron.
This is another young lady that tries very hard and has a great attitude. And I'm very proud of Cameron. She adds a lot to our team. I'm glad she's a part of our team. Very proud of you.
Catherine.
Catherine's a wonderful player. She and Ethel both like to play on the left more than the right, so that's where I played her, and then she helps some on defense, and she's got just the best attitude in the world too, like Ethel, and I'm just so proud of her and proud she's a part of our team. I look forward to great things next year from Catherine.
Evie.
What can you say about Edie? She just got the best attitude in the world, and I've known her family, Christy, for a long time. I've had to sell against her, and where is Christy? Stand up back there, Christy. Everybody see you. Now, it's pretty hard to compete against her. I'll go in the office after her, and I say, it's poor old Sonny coming in. Christy, you know, I know, I'm not like Christy, but poor old Sonny's coming in here now. But anyway, Evie has the best attitude. She said, I'll play where you want me to, Coach. And when Reagan got hurt, didn't have a whole lot of choices, goalkeeper. She played a little bit. She stepped in at goalkeeper and did a wonderful job. She came back from her foot injury, and she wanted to play out in the field. And I was trying to do both because I didn't want her to be upset and say she wasn't going to play soccer anymore because I want her to play so much. Evie is a wonderful young lady, and I'm very, very proud of Evie. And I'm glad that she's going to be one of our leaders next year on our soccer team.
And Linda couldn't be here tonight, but she was also one of the juniors.
Linda was trying to do the play and soccer, and obviously it was more towards the play. And it's really hard to do two things like that because there's such a commitment. We're glad Linda was a part of our team this year.
And now the seniors, Caroline.
I'm going to talk about all seniors a little bit later, but obviously it was a true pleasure to coach Caroline. I've watched her from afar. The Calhoun family has been really good friends for so many years. Dr. Ms. McCallum and Cindy and Perry, and I'm just so glad to be able to coach her for 1 year. I wish I could have coached her for 4, but I got a lot out of 1 year. It meant a lot to me. But I will definitely talk about her more, but I'm obviously very proud of her as a leader and a captain on our team.
Halsey.
Halsey is another one of the favorite seniors, the Fab Four, so to speak. I've coached a lot of forwards in 18 years, and she is probably as good as any forward I've ever coached, and that's including Mary Elizabeth, and I had a high school All-American. My total is 82 goals and 25 assists, and that might be the highest number at Webb. They don't have all the records, but what she did this year was just tremendous, and attitude-wise was great. I was so glad to have an opportunity to coach her. Just absolute pleasure. Awesome.
Maddie.
Now this is another one I had to work on some. She had not played, and I knew of Maddie from some of the girls who played on teams with her, and I said, I got to have Maddie and I play. And then when she said yes, she was going to, that meant all there was to the world because she was so solid at defense. And I love Maddie's attitude and her effort. When she got hurt, it changed our team tremendously because I had to bring Caitlin back, and Caitlin was so good on the outside. She did great in the middle, but she wanted to be on the outside. It just took a lot away from what we did. But Maddie had a tremendous year and a great impact on all these young people in this room. I'm very proud of you, Maddie. I knew about Hannah for her playing, her ability. It seemed like where Hannah was, Caroline was, where Caroline was, Hannah was. On the field I'm talking about. I don't know about anything else, but Hannah's been a wonderful player for 4 years, and it's been a pleasure to coach her for this season. And Hannah can play with anybody on any field, like all these seniors. I'm very, very proud to be a part of coaching Hannah. A couple of things I did want to mention. Virginia, I wanted to thank you. We went to River Rats the first weekend of August, and Virginia was nice enough to have us in her house in Townsend. Beautiful place in Townsend. She had a nice little meal for us when we came back from River Rats, and it really kind of started the summer off great. And I just want to, I didn't mean to forget you, but I did want to say thank you. It was great. The girls enjoyed it, and I did too. And as I told you, you and Jim and Faye, y'all need to be up there more often. We were up there yesterday. The doors were locked, so we couldn't. One other thing I want to mention, I need y'all to please, 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 the third week in July, for everybody coming back, is when the Maryville College soccer camp is. And I need for as many people as possible to go. Third week of July, okay? So please, when y'all are planning your vacations, if you please try to plan them around that day, I would be so appreciative, because that is it's an important time if we can get as many folks to go as possible. Okay, I usually can see well, but these lights are funky in here. So I'm going to borrow Robin's glasses just a minute to mention, see if I have missed anybody or missed anything, but I don't think I have. But a couple of things that I like to mention is attitude and effort. We talked about that a lot this year, and I think they go hand in hand. If you have a great attitude, usually you give a good effort. And we talked about one team, one goal, and it was something that kind of goes hand in hand. There's a person that my mother loved, was Charlie Swindoll, and he talked about attitude. I don't know if y'all are familiar with him, but he mentioned, and this is so true for everything we do, it kind of goes along with what we talked about this year, but we're given probably 10 to 15% of how we deal with things, and 85–90% is how we're going to deal with that. And the attitude is so important. How you're going to use that 85–90% is a lot has to do with how you do an evening, whether you're successful or not successful, if you're happy or unhappy. So the attitude is huge, and the effort is huge. And Charlie Swindoll, that's one thing that I really liked because of him. And someone else I like a lot is Ralph Waldo Emerson. He did a lot of great things, but he talked about enthusiasm and excitement. You have to have that enthusiasm and excitement in anything you do. And if you have that, it just seems like that carries over into just about anything that you do. To give out. And first I'm going to read, and if these people would please stand up. We have an all-district, all-regional, and we're going to have a Christmas party. I'm going to cover that later, a date. We've kind of run into a little bit of monkey wrench on the date because I think the date I picked, there was some soccer stuff going on, and I'll have to go over that. But I want to, the folks that made all-district, we don't have the plaques, but we got certificates. The folks that made all district, if you would come and get your certificate from us, that would be great. Halsey Howard. Caroline Cassidy. Caitlin Ramsey. And then the all-regional, obviously, was you take it from your all-district, you vote on that, and you go for the all-regional. All-regional is Halsey Howard. Caroline Cassidy. And Caitlin Ramsey. And there are two people that are on the all-state ballot. I just got that the other day. I sent my, I had so many picks, and then you get to vote on those. So two people on the all-state ballot are Caroline Cassidy and Halsey Howard. Wait and see, hope everything goes well for them, but very, very, very proud of them. And I give out some awards, and I let the players vote, because the players are the ones that do the playing. And every year I've done this, I have usually picked the people that I want for these awards. And the girls, the young ladies, y'all picked the people that I would have probably picked. It was a hard choice in some things. But the very first one is the Offensive Player of the Year. And with 33 goals and 12 assists, and 82 goals and 25 lifetime, it's pretty hard not to look at Halsey Howard as a striker and forward of the year, and that is who the Offensive Player of the Year. The next award voted on the ladies is the Midfielder of the Year. This person had 16 goals, 10 assists, and pretty much directed the offense as well as any center midfielder that I've had, really. And that is Caroline Cassidy. Defender of the Year. Defender of the Year was someone that I had to recruit a little bit, and we missed her at the end of the year. And that Defender of the Year, voted on by the players, was Maddie Knight. And we have a Newcomer of the Year, and normally it is freshmen. We have 6 freshmen, and we had 6 folks that were non-freshmen, which the 6 that were non-freshmen were Lexi, Maddie, Ellie, Emily Wyrick, Courtney, and Linda, plus your 6 freshmen, who are Darby, Zubeda, Emily B., Apple, Caitlin Smith, and Caitlin Lotta. So half of our team were new players, which is pretty cool, really, to have that many folks that are playing. So the Newcomer of the Year that was voted on and decided by the players was Maddie Knight. Okay. Let me have these young people stand up, if they would. Cameron, Catherine, Edie. These are our 3 leaders for next year. I just wanted you all to see them. Tradition is to pass from senior to senior that leadership role, and I'm very proud of them, and I know they'll do a great job, and I'm obviously counting on them very much as I count on my 4 seniors till we say goodbye, which I'm not ready to say goodbye yet. But thank you very much. seniors last little hurrah, I always try to do some things for each senior that's a little bit different, and try to get some things that a lot of people don't know about those seniors. Now on senior night, it was pretty daggone rainy that night. Oh, by the way, I didn't ask you, how'd you like your fragrances? Candle good too? All right, I just want to make sure I didn't have to ask you that, but I thought, hey, might as well. Anyway, it was a rainy night, and that picture that we saw earlier was a lot of us did not really hear some of the stuff that was said about those particular people who are very, very special. So if you can wait and let me read some things before you come up, and I've got some good stuff that y'all probably don't know, but it is good stuff, and I appreciate all the help. Okay, Caroline is the first senior, and obviously she is a captain this year and a 4-year starter. And let's see if I make all these. She's been all district and all region, and she's a member of the FCA Republican Club Young Life, worked with Webb Girls Soccer Camps in the summer, and also brought Project Night to Knoxville as coordinator with KRM. Now I got some other stuff that people don't know about Caroline, and I'm going to share these with you because I like these. You know, Caroline, beautiful young lady, when she was born, her feet were too large to fit on the "I'm the dad" button at the hospital. Okay? And this is something I didn't know. In elementary school, she was a great triathlete. My goodness gracious. And I found from the 3rd grade to the 6th grade, when the uniform at Webb was required, she only wanted to wear soccer shorts and t-shirts when she had to wear that uniform. She is a member of the Lancaster Club. Lancaster Club. Lankers. Did y'all send me that? Okay, maybe I read it. Okay. It's an elite group of tall, beautiful, lanky young students at Webb. Anyway, I thought I liked that. She's a member of that, and she's been afraid of Michael Jackson. Holy cow! And for a long time, when she played soccer, she had to wear her hair in dog ears for good luck. And she got all shook up, but she didn't have an even number. She thought the world was going to come to an end. So that's why she had to make sure she had number 12 from the 2nd grade on. And I found out something from Reed trying to show her all these cheerleading dance moves that I didn't know about. So that was very interesting. And I know why she's tough now, because after dinner, she and Reed would work on self-defense by punishing and wrestling with Scott. So I found out some stuff I didn't even know about you. But I like all these things, and I'm very proud of Caroline. I've got a little token for me to you, and it's a little engraved jewelry box. And so if you come up, I'll give you that, and I'm very, very proud. Okay, Halsey. Jay sent me an encyclopedia of stuff about Halsey, but I'm going to read you first. Obviously, Halsey is a captain, a 4-year starter. She's been all district and all state. She's a member of FCA Republican Club. She's volunteered at Pond Gap and Habitat for Humanity. She's been a Duke Tip Scholar. She's going to UT in physical therapy, study that. That's a great field. And I did not know she was such an oratorical speaker, but in the 4th grade, when she was 10 years of age, she won a contest on perseverance, which is pretty cool. She had all the right things, dedication to soccer and pitching and softball. And she mentioned about how Michael Jordan got cut from a lot of teams before he ever got to stardom. But you talk about not giving up, working hard, staying strong, and balancing homework, which I like. And according to Jay, out of all 4 children, Halsey's been the glue that holds the family together and keeps everyone on task. I did not know you were a flyer in cheerleading. Man, I didn't know about that. And everybody, when she was young, Jay and Wendy said that they said, you better stay with that little young one over there. She's fast as a cheetah. So I've never seen anyone has much determination and not let a team lose. I'll never forget the Franklin Road game, which was really a big win. And the seniors all stepped up, and you got it to Halsey, and she made the scores. But it's been fun watching you. So Halsey, you'll come up. Got you. Okay, Miss Maddie. Maddie, captain, 1-year starter. Hello there. But obviously she's played many years with FC Alliance. Editor-in-chief of the yearbook, member of the outdoor club, peer counselor, ambassador, volunteer for Top Soccer. She's going to Bard College. It's a wonderful college in Annandale on the Hudson in New York. And I know she'll do wonderful things there. I found out some things that I sure didn't know about Maddie. Pretty neat stuff. I knew she was tenacious and stubborn, but her dad told me when she was 13, Rick said when she's 13 months of age, she came and told him, I'm not wearing diapers anymore. That's it, no more diapers. So she didn't wear diapers anymore. I didn't ask him how that worked. And then 2 or 3 years later, she goes out in the garage and she tells them, I'm going to learn how to tie my shoes. And don't you all come out here. I'll be out here. They went out to check on her a couple of times during the day. She's still out there working on the shoes. They want to make sure she needs anything to eat. And no, I'm going to get these shoes tied before I come in. So she's out there trying to tie the shoes, and she goes back. They come back. If she's still out there, and a little bit later she comes in, been out there all day. She said, look at that. She had her shoes tied. So obviously she meant business, but something that I really like, because grandparents are such an integral part of our family. I'm just so glad that so many grandparents are here. I know Calhoun so well. I'm so glad that they're both here. Dr. Calhoun's been a friend for years, and I always enjoyed calling on him, and we talked a lot about sports, and Perry, good friend, and I'm so glad Ms. Venable's here. I know other grandparents are probably here. I'm just glad they're here, but her grandparent, her grandmother is in Shenandoah, and she would go by and check on her and do things for her. She would go and do some shopping and get some groceries and stuff, and help her any way she could. And one day she took her dogs over to see her grandmother at Shenandoah. And one of her dogs is not a little dog. The dog weighs 120 pounds. And so her grandmother was not there, and she left the dogs in her grandmother's apartment. And when she came back, everything was going all haywire. And who let these dogs out? And her grandmother let the dogs out. They were running around through Shenandoah. And they kind of said something to Maddie about it. But Maddie came home and said, you know what? I think the residents enjoyed this. And I know they did. So Maddie, I'm glad that you've been a part of this. You've been a great part of this. So. Okay, last senior but not least is Hannah. Let me read you again what we had on senior night, and I know some of us did not hear that again because of the rain. But Hannah, been a captain, 4-year starter, all region, all state, member of SCA, Republican Club, Young Life, and she volunteers at Pond Gap, and I assume she is still going to Alabama and in pre-med, which is it's a great school in Tuscaloosa. Hannah loves horses. She used to ride horses, which is really great. Hannah and Caroline played together from 6th grade on, middle school and high school, and they never lost a district championship, which is pretty cool. Not many people can say that. I like that very much. I can relate to this. She played upper basketball and soccer at a young age, and my youngest daughter did the same thing. And they told Hannah that she was going to have to leave because she was too aggressive for what they were trying to show her up in soccer and basketball. And so she had to find someone else to go play her game. So she did. She went to Crush and all the other places that she played, and but she just was so competitive that she wanted to make sure that she did everything that needed to be done to be successful. She is she's not the easiest person to get to know, but she is very loyal to her group of friends that are special to her. And I know she stands by them at all costs, and she stands up for them, and that is an important trait, to stand up for your friends. I know she likes to have fun and do silly things with her friends, and that's important. We've got to laugh and laugh at ourselves. If we can't, we're missing a lot. But I have joy in coaching Hannah, and I know she's going to do great things, and I'll miss her on the soccer field for sure. I just want to mention a couple things about the season, and then we're going to finish up with the captains and the Spartans award. You all probably know we finished 13-6, and we got to the final 8. And the last poll I saw that y'all Webb girls soccer, which is me too. You were 3rd in the state, which was great. You scored 84 goals this year, allowed 28, and you had 6 shutouts. You won against some very good teams. I'm glad we stopped the streak against West. Very glad about that. And we should have stopped the streak against Catholic. We're going to work on that for next year. We won an excellent game against a really good Carnes team that won their district and had a great run this year. Did great during the regular district. Only had 1 goal scored on you all the whole district season. You won against a pretty decent Lenore City team. You absolutely killed them. And again, the Catholic game is the game that I remember for so many people getting hurt by one person. And I'm going to send something in about that game. Not because we lost, but the style of play. Because last year I lost 2 players in the same game as that young lady. And that's not the way you play soccer for me. But I remember playing DCA in the rain for the district title. It was horrible weather, but you played great. Lost a heartbreaking game to Nashville to have the home field advantage. Then you came back and beat a very good Franklin Road team that had won a lot of good games against a lot of people. Y'all, the seniors, did not want to let anybody lose. And then going to Memphis last weekend, it was hard. That team was very good. They had tied Houston, who was number 1 in the state in AAA, and they tied some other teams and beat some teams who were very good. I still thought we could win, but it's just hard to travel 6 hours and play. I don't care if you spend the night or not spend the night, but what a great season. I would have imagined, I really thought that we could do more. I mean, I expect a lot of myself, and I really feel like sometimes I let you all down because I know what you can do, and I really felt like we could, but I will never take anything away from this season. It's been, in my 18 years, it's been the best I've ever had. And I want to thank all of you for what you gave to me, the effort, your attitude, and the hard you played and tried. And I will truly miss 7, 10, 12, and 23. I really will. I'll miss y'all a lot. And if I can do anything for any one of you all, or anybody, please let me know. But y'all will do great things. And I did talk to your teachers, and they said they could work something out about y'all coming back. Really? I said, hey, that sounds good to me. I said, I guess you need to talk to them about that first, but I don't know how that's gonna work, but anyway, I have enjoyed being with you and coaching you very, very much. Okay, now if the captains come up, we've got a little certificate to give the captains, and then one more thing, and then Caroline, Halsey, Maddie, Hannah, and Evie. These are our captains for this past year, and I just can't tell them how much I appreciate what they did. Okay, now, if I can have that. The last awards are character and achievement in a varsity sport. And there were 3 winners this year for that. First is Evie Satterfield. Caroline Cassidy. And Halsey Howard. Okay. Devin, Steve, y'all have anything you want to say? I just want to end again by thanking you all so very much for making this a special season for me. And if I can be of any help to anyone, please let me know. And we just have to work a little bit harder next year because we're too close not to do this. And there's something, I like little sayings, and I'm going to end on this. And we are going to work on a Christmas party at December the 7th. So how many folks are going to be gone playing soccer on that weekend of December the 7th? All right, we'll work on, maybe do a Wednesday. Does anybody practice on Wednesdays? Basketball? What time do y'all finish? Whenever Coach Collier wants to. I know that's the answer. Okay. We're going to shoot for a Wednesday because we want to have a little Christmas get together. Okay. But anyway, I found this and I really liked it. So let me leave you with this. It says sometimes we fail to realize it takes valleys to make mountains. It takes, can't read my writing. It takes rain to make a rainbow. It takes losing to truly appreciate winning. It takes being sick to truly appreciate your good health. But through it all, our climb back to the top of that mountain after being knocked down is what makes us so strong. Thank you. Remember to tell someone that they're special to you and tell them that you love them. And again, thank you all for everything. And we'll be back. We're going to do great things next year, too.
It's been really great, and we just couldn't have done it without all the coaches and everyone and all the parents and just even the teammates we had. So we just want to say, in general, thank you to everything that everyone did for us. And it's great.
We also just wanted to say thank you to the coaches for supporting us and everything. And like Sonny said, you heard him say if you needed anything from him, he always made sure that if the soccer players needed anything, that he got that done. And he was always just supporting us and making sure that we had everything we needed. So thank you.
We all 4 had Steve for 4 years, and it's been great. So much fun. He's so goofy all the time. Makes practice fun, and we did not know about how Sunny coached when he came in and about Devin, like how she coached. And they exceeded our expectations, and we are very grateful for you guys, and thanks for everything you guys did.
And lastly, before we give you our presents that we have, I just want to say thanks, especially for myself, but I know everyone else, for always supporting us no matter what, even through my red cards, miracle game, just everything. You guys always had our back no matter what. You always had our best interest at heart for every single person on that field, and it really showed through on and off the field, and we couldn't be more thankful for that. So thank you for everything. And here's some presents for you to finish it all off.
Everybody, like our teammates and the parents and everything you guys made this a really great last season playing soccer, so thank you.
Okay, hey, before you all go, this is such a beautiful group. We need to get a team picture. And also the seniors, I don't want you to go, I want to get a picture with you four, please. So whatever you want to do first, you want to do a team picture, where would be the best place to do a team picture? Cindy, here at y'all at the top. Where you want, you don't want the windows on.
Sonny, before that, one last thing. Players, we have this photographs with the three coaches, and I need you to sign them with your name and your number, okay? They're out on the table, so if you haven't done that, come do that so we can go to the coaches. Thanks.
So,
Maybe that back corner.
back corners,